If you do have to go indoors because of the rain or whatever the case may be, maybe the heat, how about we enjoy some great music?
Absolutely, and 'tis the season of great local music every single day, and we need to learn more about what you can experience as we head in towards a great holiday weekend with Chad Taylor, who's all dressed to the nines, ready to go.
I almost didn't recognize you.
I know, I was like, who are you?
I got to class this joint up a little bit once in a while because
you outclassed yourself. It looks looking good, man.
You know, it's just my excitement for all the stuff we have going on. Local music wise, there's so much out there worth seeing, and you know, once in a while you gotta just kind of make yourself feel pretty, you know how it is. So we got great stuff coming up. Of course, obviously next weekend, and we'll talk more about this next week. But next weekend, of course, is 8035, which
is it really
already?
Yep.
It is? You know what? I need to think about this. It's always around the 4th of July, so that makes sense. Okay, so not this weekend.
Where's the summer going?
Next weekend.
I know. This is kind of the turning point now, and everything kind of after 8035 starts to kind of slow down, and days get shorter. All that stuff happens. So this is kind of the high water mark will be in the next couple of weeks here with 8035, Hinterland coming up too. So there's some exciting stuff happening. But right now, this week locally, we've got all kinds of neat stuff, and so much of it is indoors, so that you can go in, you can not get overheated. You can, we've all recovered now from the art festival. So let's go inside, have a drink, listen to some music. We can start tonight with Kevin Lindgren is at the Rooftop Bar. That's the on top of where the old House of Bricks is. It's a Mexican restaurant now.
East Village.
Yep, exactly right. Yep, that is 6 p.m.
It's a cool place too.
It
is really. If you haven't been up there, it's an absolutely beautiful rooftop. It's a great place to go up. It's got some great views of downtown.
You can look up and down the street. And
the sunset up there is fantastic. So if you haven't been there, go check that out. 6 p.m. No cover to go see Kevin tonight. Rocky Raccoon is playing in the Valley Junction Farmers Market, the street fair thing they have there on Thursdays. What is that? The street fair? What is that?
Farmers Market.
Okay, there you go.
Valley Junction Farmers Market. And Rocky Raccoon, these guys are really talented. You've seen them on this program in the past. A lot of fun, classic music they play.
Yep. That starts at 6 p.m. No cover to go down there and wander around as well. We got Kiefer Brandt and Scott Larson are playing at 300 Craft and Rooftop at 7 p.m. tonight. Also no cover, and that is also a building that if you haven't been in there and just check out the restaurants and stuff that are in that kind of space down there, that's a really, really cool new area down there by Sec Taylor Stadium, or Principal Park, I guess. No, it's Sec Taylor Stadium.
We still call it Sec Taylor.
I don't care about your naming rights. It's Sec Taylor Stadium. Finally on tonight we have...
That's how you can tell you've been around Des Moines for a while.
Are you running for office?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous.
Clearly, Principal, if you need some paid advertisement, get at me.
This segment would be a great segment to sponsor. Chad Taylor brought to you by the Principal. See, how about that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Nice.
Finally tonight, Jazz on the House with Betsy Hickok over at Noche, 7 p.m. No cover.
Nice.
And I know we've talked about how the bar seats are always free over at Noche, but usually to get in there, it's a $15, $20 ticket to get in and sit down. So if you haven't been to Noche, free music. This is a chance to get down there and just see what this is all about. And I tell you what, even if you're not like the world's biggest jazz fan, this space is still a really, really special spot in downtown Des Moines. It's gorgeous. The sound is fantastic. It's a great location, and they're doing stuff that no one else in town is really bringing into town. So go check these guys out sometime. And tonight's a great example. 7 p.m. no cover for that. Happening on Friday, we got Dan Tedesco at the Des Moines Social Club on the rooftop.
Oh, yeah?
5:30 p.m., $15 tickets for that. Tickets are still available through the Social Club website.
It'll be nice and warm. I'm glad Dan decided to go on the rooftop. When it's
like 98 degrees out. This is a perfect Dan Tedesco.
He'll have fun.
I'm not sure how Dan's going to make it through that. He's so active on stage. That's going to be a rough night for Dan. The Surf Zombies, one of my favorite groups in town. They're from actually the kind of eastern Iowa area, but these guys are just classic like 50s and 60s surf music. They'll get up there.
Are they dressed as zombies?
They're not, but a lot of Hawaiian
Zombies
shirts
with Hawaiian shirts would be funny.
Exactly.
That would be funny.
But they're a lot of fun. If you're a fan of that kind of old throwback rock and roll kind of instrumental sound, they're really, really fantastic. Captain Roy's 6 p.m., no cover for that. The Steve Charleston Trio is playing with Tina Haas Finlay up at Chuck's at 7 p.m. I rave about Steve Charleston when he does at Chuck's all the time, and Tina Haas Finlay is a treasure. If you haven't heard her sing, it's a great chance to do it. Finally, on Friday, David Watson's at the Whiskey House in Ankeny, 9 p.m. No cover for that one either. Happening on Saturday, Luke Fox is at the Fire Trucker Brewery in Ankeny at 6 p.m. No cover for that. If you're a fan of the big touring acts, we got one coming through Wells Fargo for you. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Oh, really?
Was that coming up? Saturday.
I know, it snuck up on us. 7:30. Tickets are still available at all three price points.
Look at the different
30,
price
90,
ranges.
and 120.
Wow.
So you can get, if you're on a budget, you can definitely get into this thing. If you want to get close, there's still a chance to do that as well. Strong Like Bear is playing the Mucky Duck in Ames.
Strong Like Bear.
I'm Strong Like Bear.
Strong Like Bear. They're a lot of fun as well. Rainbow and Bean over at Greenwood Lounge, 9 p.m. Never
Bean
any
as in
cover.
James?
As in James
Okay.
Bean. Yes, one of the finest guitarists in the state if you haven't heard him. The Tighten Up. They're playing at the Waverly at 9 p.m. on Saturday. No cover to go see them play there as well. And King of the Tramps, we've talked about here before. A lot of fun. They're at Whiskey House in Ankeny, 9 p.m. No cover to go see them. And they are one of those acts that really brings, like, they've got a whole stage show.
Be prepared to rock.
Yeah, exactly.
No question.
They are.
Don't go in there thinking you're going to have a quiet night, because you're not.
Nope, they are a unique experience and one worth seeing yourself. So no cover to go see those guys up in Ankeny. Finally on Sunday, we have the Sons of Gladys Kravitz over at Somerset Winery in Indianola at 2 p.m. $5 to go check that one out. The Burnin' Sensations over at Snooze Hill Winery in Madrid. 2 p.m. No cover to get in there and check out those guys.
Those are awesome people.
Dave Zollo, one of the just nicest guys you're ever going to meet and a fantastic instrumentalist on his own right, is at Prairie Moon Winery in Ames at 3 p.m. $5 to get through the gates on that one. And finally, our perennial favorites, Brother Trucker. They're at Roosevelt Park in Ames at 7 p.m. on Sunday. No cover to go wander around the park and listen to some good Americana, Iowa-born rock music.
There you go. So a lot of things going on, a lot of places where you can hide from the elements, or if you want to get out in the elements, you can do that too.
You can get out inside. You can do both. You can go out and wander during the evening when it's cooler. During the daytime, you can sit down somewhere where it's air conditioned and enjoy it. And like we've talked about before, I mean, it doesn't matter what you're a fan of. There's something out there that's going to scratch that itch. We've got such a wide variety of music in this town, and I don't care what you like. Des Moines has something that can cater to what you want.
All right,
Nice.
another question for you. We just covered the events that are going on tonight through Sunday, which is great, but next Wednesday, 4th of July, now if people want to find out where music is happening on the 4th of July, where would you point them? Which direction would you point them in to try to gather some of that information?
If you're looking for something specifically related to the fireworks, your best bet's going to be the City of Des Moines web pages are all going to have locations as far as
For fire, what about music? Is what we're talking about.
well,
where do you go
music-wise-
if you wanted to find out where can you see some music on the 4th of July? Where would you go yourself?
Well, see, that's fun. That's kind of funny because in years past, I would always recommend City View's arts and entertainment page because I put that together. So I go to me, frankly. But I'm gonna throw some stuff up next week on Culture Myth, culturemyth.net, where you can check out. We're gonna run down some of the stuff. Obviously, talk about the pops and that kind of stuff. But otherwise, again, same thing that we've always talked about. Aside from coming to me as your lone resource, any place that you think that you want to go hang out. Find that place's webpage or Facebook page or whatever. They're going to have a list of things that they have going on. And I guarantee you nowadays, especially, these local businesses are finding out that local music is a great way to draw people in.
Right.
Absolutely.
So pretty much every place you want to go is going to have some kind of a band or an event, and they're going to have some music.
Check out Culture Myth beginning of the week, and you'll be up to speed. Thank you, sir.
We'll give you a nice tease for 8035 next week.
Yep.
Can't believe it's here.
I can't either.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, sir. We will